Question is like with these two games, like what do you think the next step should be? I'm sure MC Amazing would say if MK11 had Ferritoy, it could live for the next 10 years. But
Yeah, man.
but like, so what do you think the next step should be for these two games? Another season pass, just new games. Starting with you, Mr. Gaming Left.
Something for both MK and Dragon Ball. I think it's just time to start looking to another installment. MK has been out what? How long has MK been out? What, 2 years?
2019.
Yeah, like 2 years, I think. So, I mean, I guess maybe you could do maybe one more year. I'd say maybe one more year for both games, and then like kind of start looking to the future. I mean, when it comes to, first of all, before I say this, we've gotten kind of spoiled in this day and age with social media and how fast we consume stuff and how fast we see like releases and update trailers and all this stuff and release trailers and world premieres that I know the NRS community gets a big rap about. Like as soon as a game comes out, just like the next day, like a game can come out. Oh, it launched on the 30th, and on the 31st, it like wins MK12. So it's like it is a thing. So it's like, I guess if you get bored of the game, maybe that's how you'll feel. Like, man, I didn't play this so much. I'm kind of bored. I want to see what's new. Or, sometimes characters can spruce things up just to update, can spruce things up. And I think NRS have been doing a good job at it. They've been doing the story updates, the aftermath thing, the new characters. So I think they've been doing a good job of that. Dragon Ball, however, has only been characters, and I mean, they've just, I mean, I don't. They have a lot of other characters they could release, and they could just do like a pack. But I think at this point, me personally, I would like to see a Dragon Ball Fighters 2 and see like some different system mechanics implemented into the game. Um, Maybe even do like, you could change up the UI a little bit. Just like some quality of life things that you could change up. Of course, add some more characters. Maybe you could change how the combo system works or something like that. Because I really rarely watch Dragon Ball now. I barely play it now, and I barely watch it. It's still fun to play. It's still enjoyable to watch, but I'm just not super hyped. Because one, I mean, as much as they tried to, downgrade UI Goku, it's still a UI Goku show. So UI Goku and Z Broly, it's the best friends forever. So that's the reason why I don't really watch it a lot now, and haven't really been keeping up with it a whole lot. So I'm not really sure as to. I mean, well, I will say I do know that it's the Cetrion show. I know that much. The Cetrion show. So yeah, I just think at this point it's time to move on. Personally, like I said, maybe give it each one another year and be looking to the future. And I'm personally hyped for NRS because of the outlook of maybe Injustice 3, which I'm looking forward to. But I'm actually more so hyped about the whole news about the Marvel thing that they could be working on.
No.
And also, I still would like to see the MK versus DC2, but I mean that now with the Marvel announcement, it's like, well, just go ahead and do like MK versus Injustice or something, or just maybe make like your own the NRS fighter. So just put like, instead of making the MK versus DC, just put like NRS just characters in the game. I mean, when you already had like, we got Joker and Scorpion sub and Raiden and Injustice, so they've already had experience with putting both types of characters from both universes in each game. So I think they have a good template to make that happen. But yeah, I think that just maybe another year for each game. Personally, I would like to see some more characters in Dragon Ball Fighters, because I know everyone wanted to see Omega Shenron. We thought he was going to be the one to come, but nope. They put Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and it's like, y'all not going to put Omega Shenron in? Pycon, Tapion is one of my personal favorites that I like to see in the game. Even like Subabu. I mean, we got like 30,000 versions of Goku. Put some other versions of other characters in the game. Put future adult Gohan in the game. I mean, I know I have a personal friend that would definitely like to see that. Gazelle XS would definitely probably like to see future Gohan. He give us a Senna Saiyan Trunks. Give us the big swole Trunks with no pupils. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Tapion. Yeah, I want to see Yajirobe. Put Yajirobe in the game. Give us like some more jokish characters. Master Roshi was kind of a joke character, but he was throwing hands. So Somebody like him, maybe Mr. Popo. I don't know. Give us something. But yeah, I think at this point, like I said, maybe another year, and then just go ahead and see what we got next on the horizon. But I do want to say, man, people, y'all stop being so impatient, man. Let these people do what they do, man. I mean, yeah, we can still have an opinion because we buy these games, we spend our hard-earned money on them. Sometimes y'all just be like, oh, MK11 come out tomorrow. Y'all better have 12 a trailer for 12 by next week. Like, bruh, like I don't think it worked like that, man. Like, so if you get the game and enjoy it, I mean, you're gonna get tired of the game eventually. But don't be out here like, hey, yeah, boom. I better see that trailer, man. If you don't, I guess like, come on, man. Let's be more mature about that, please.
So I don't really play Dragon Ball Fighters that often, but I do think like it would have been cool to have Omega Shenron or even some of the other Shenrons like Nova Shenron and stuff like that show up in the game. Yeah, like man, like I agree with Devin. Super Boo would be cool to see. Maybe even like Evil Boo, like the Skinny Boo and stuff like that. Like we put them in the game. There's so many characters in Dragon Ball. Like I think you could put Yajirobe in the game and like make him like legitimate. Like if you guys remember back in the original Dragon Ball show, Yajirobe was no joke. Like he knew how to use that sword pretty well. Like I think who did he kill? He killed like Tambourine, I think it is. Or was it Drum? I think it was Tambourine. I think Tambourine showed up chasing after Goku, and then Yajirobe's like, "Oh, breakfast," and then he got in one hit. Not even it wasn't even like this was an actual fight. No, he decimated that man in one hit, and he was just like, "Oh God, the top half of my body is leaving the bottom half." Like he was done for. So I mean, there like I think it would be kind of cool. It would be very very unexpected. I think it would kind of subvert everybody's expectation to make Yajirobe into a legit actual fighting character that can actually beat somebody like UI Goku. Like that would be very interesting. I think in addition to that, I think it would be really nice on the MK side of things to have a situation where I think maybe we can give it maybe 1 or maybe 2 years max more on MK11. But I think it would be nice to have Ferritor back. But in addition to Ferritor, maybe just do like a whole thing, like a whole pack where they have all of the henchmen of Kotal Khan come back, right? Like we could have Reptile, Ferritor, Ermac, kind of like to round out the whole thing because we already have Aaron Black. So it would, you could just bring them back. I mean, it's like I've been saying since the beginning, this is a time warp game. So there's no character that's ever been in the previous games. Like for like the last couple games, there's nobody who's off limits. There's nobody who's off limits. So you can put basically any character you want in the game at this point. You could, technically speaking, be like, oh, we're going to go way into the future and bring another character that you've never even heard of before, like some random character, like the son of Liu Kang and Kitana or something like that. Or, I don't know, maybe even Cassie Cage's like child or something like that. I mean, who knows, right? Like, I mean, anything could happen. The way is open, the way is clear for just about anything you could possibly think of because of the nature of this game. So they just get creative. But as far as Dragon Ball, yeah, I would say get some of the characters from Dragon Ball. Like maybe I'm not saying that you have to do this. It'd be kind of interesting. Bring I think a mercenary Tao, like bring Tao back or something. Maybe people from the Red Ribbon Army. Maybe you have one of that big android that looked like the Frankenstein's monster that was Goku's friend. I mean, you could bring that character, put that character in. I mean, there's so many characters, so many characters in Dragon Ball. You can bring in a bunch of them. Maybe even since we're already going this far anyway. Put Launch in the game, right? So you have like Launch and like she like has like guns and grenades and stuff like that. I mean, why not? Why not, man? If we put in Yajirobe and make him legit, you can put Launch in and make her legit. I mean, I just think it would be kind of cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much my take on what directions you could take MK and Dragon Ball Fighters.